Oh man, we're back again. Are these really the best and worst albums by the greatest rock bands ever? Looks like they picked out 16 of the greatest rock bands ever. 15 or 16, I don't know. And let's see. We got I think that's Fleetwood Mac at the beginning right there, the picture of them. Or is it, oh wait a minute, nope, it's Led Zeppelin. My mistake. So again, I have not previewed this at all. I saw the headline. I said, I need to do this with you guys out there so you can enjoy and complain and hurrah with me. And I would love to know your feedback as well. So, okay, best and worst albums, right? Best and worst albums by the greatest rock bands ever. Here we go. The Beatles. Best album, they say, is Abbey Road. I think we all know it's Revolver. You know, Revolver or Sgt. Pepper's. I mean, yeah, Rubber Soul definitely has a place in there too, but Abbey Road, love Abbey Road, but I don't. It's not their best. Okay, I'm gonna try and guess the worst of each album. They're probably gonna go Yellow Submarine, which yeah, no, you know, it's not really an album. It's like 6 Beatles songs, but that's probably what they're gonna go with. If I had to choose an actual album, oh, I hate to say this, but I love the Let It Be album. But if I had to make a list of my favorite to least favorite, Let It Be would be at the end. For numerous reasons. See, did you hear Reznor back there? He highly disagrees. He highly disagrees. Yeah, Yellow Submarine. Okay, I get it. I get it. Best. No. No, I'm sorry. That's not even my favorite of Mick Taylor's Rolling Stone albums. Well, come in here, Reznor. Tell us how you feel about it. Love those chimes, by the way, Rez. Sounded beautiful. Reznor's the musician in the house here. So, Rolling Stones best? No. If I had to pick a best Rolling Stones album, I'd probably go Sticky Fingers. Even though currently my favorite's Goat's Head Soup, but I'd probably go Sticky Fingers. I'm gonna guess the least worst would have to. Well, it's gonna have to be Black and Blue. Has to be. Oh! Wow. One of my favorite albums by the Rolling Stones. And they just had a 40th anniversary of this album. And I made a video about why I appreciate it. So go check that out. Wow. Okay. That hurts. Led Zeppelin. The best they're saying is Led Zeppelin 4. Yeah. It's good. But I don't know, man. I mean, like, if I had to pick the best, oh, it'd have to be Houses of the Holy. It has to be House of the Holy as the best Led Zeppelin album. Worst one, you know what? Honestly, I'd go with number 3 as the worst one. And not saying it's bad, but just saying, oh, Coda? No, hang on now. Hang on. They assembled Coda after John Bonham died. And so there's some live stuff, there's some outtakes, of course it's going to be not up to par because it's the leftovers. Duh. Okay. Pink Floyd, best, The Dark Side of the Moon. Well, I mean, can't argue. It's not my favorite Pink Floyd, but I get it. The best, I get it. Worst, they're probably gonna do poor Final Cut. I like Final Cut. I like Final Cut better than The Wall. For me, I would pick the worst Pink Floyd album as I would say either. I hate to go with The Wall, but I really don't enjoy The Wall. Or A Momentary Lapse of Reason, I think it was called. They just didn't quite have a foothold yet with Gilmore in the lead. Love Gilmore, but didn't quite have a strong foothold. Let's see. Least Final Cut. Boo! Boo! Final Cut's actually not too bad. It's not too bad. There's some really good songs off of it. Best Queen. Night at the Opera. Yep. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Worst has to be Hot Space. Oh my god, Hot Space. I remember the first time I listened to that album, it was like torture. And it was such a relief for when finally Under Pressure came on. And I don't know if it's because it was the last song, it was finally a good song. It was a song that I knew. It was the end of the album. I don't know why, but finally I was like, yes. Oh man, that was listening to that album as a whole. Listening to Queen on shuffle, there's actually a number of Hot Space songs I like now. I really do. But yeah. Let's see. AC/DC, Back in Black. Wow. And it's white. Isn't there supposed to be some sort of, like... Okay, I don't know. Isn't that the White Album? You know what? I don't listen to a lot of AC/DC. Best Back in Black? Sure, okay. Worst is Fly on the Wall? Okay. Metallica! Best Master of Puppets. Ooh. I mean, that's a hard one. That there's a part of me that there's no real argument, but like Injustice for All was really great, you know. Yeah, man, it's kind of toss up, right? Kind of toss up. Worst one. I mean, we know the worst one's gonna be Saint Anger. Yeah, yeah, obviously. Duh. Aerosmith. Again, I don't listen to a lot of Aerosmith. Toys in the Attic, best one. I think the only Aerosmith album that I have loved was Permanent Vacation. Love that album. I thought it was so good. And I've heard a number of their albums. Toys in the Attic, I'd have to actually go back and take a listen to that one, but okay, worst one, Just Push Play. Yeah, I remember, they were starting to get a little towards like the 90s and stuff, and this came out in 2001. Yeah, things were starting not to be too good. So, they're probably right. Okay, we're almost done. Guys. U2. I don't really listen to a lot of U2. The Joshua Tree, I know it's a classic. I think I loved the first 4 songs, and then the rest didn't really stand out to me. Worst, No Line on the Horizon. I don't even remember it. The Who. Okay, I need to do a deep dive into The Who. I really do. I've listened to several of their albums, but and I don't know why this isn't coming up on the... I don't know. Sorry, guys. Who's Next is good. Oh, there it is. Who's Next is good. Terrible album cover. But yeah, Who's Next is a good one. If I had to pick a favorite, though... God, if I had to pick a favorite... Again, I need to do a deep dive into their stuff again. I really like A Quick One While He's Away. It's really good. Worst album... I don't know. I don't know what the worst album would be. I would go with an early one. I haven't listened to the 2 with oh my god, who drummed for them on those albums? What was it called? This one's called It's Hard, and then one was called like Faces. Face Value, Faces something. I have not heard anything off of those albums. But so I don't know. But I love The Who. And I need to do a deep dive. Black Sabbath. Okay, here we go. They're saying the best is Paranoid. We all know. Okay, well, Paranoid is kind of a greatest hits, isn't it? It really is kind of a greatest hits. But, Master of Reality, though. That one might be the best one, Master of Reality. Worst one, oh man. They're probably going to pick, I can't even remember the name of the album. The one that came out in 94. Not Cross Purposes, I don't think. Forbidden. They're probably going to pick Forbidden. But if, again, Black Sabbath have so many albums out. I should go through it and rank them, but Audio Eclectica did. Audio Eclectica did a really good job of that. But I don't know. They're probably going to pick something like Technical Ecstasy. But maybe not. Maybe they're going to pick something from the 80s. Or, like I said, Forbidden. Let's see. Never Say Die? What in the world? What in the world? Look. Side 1 of Never Say Die is incredible. You have Never Say Die, Junior's Eyes. You have, what was it called? A Hard Road. And you have... oh my god, the other song that starts with a J too. It's another like 6-minute song. The name escapes me. Whoops. But anyway, side 1 is great. Side 2, aside from Break the Chain, I can look at the titles and I can't remember how they go. So, but I don't know. Side 1's solid, man. The band. Why do they put a picture of generic Clapton? Sorry, I'm not. Yeah, Eric. Wow, what a slap in the face. I'm disgusted by this. Anyway, the band. Oh, I love the band. The best album by the band. No, I get it. I get why they picked music from Big Pink. I get it. But I think we all know it's the Brown Album. It's the Brown Album as the best. The least best album, I mean, you could go with Moondog Matinee, but that's not really fair because that was a covers album. The ones, without Robbie Robertson, I mean, they were a couple decades later, they were good. They scratched the itch, you know what I mean? But it wasn't the same. It's just completely different vibe and sound. So if I had to go with the least best of, you know what? Okay, I'd probably go with, and I'm going original. And again, the 3 albums without Robbie, those are like cover albums. Those are all cover songs for the most part. So I'd probably go with, what was it called? Northern Cross, Southern Lights. Southern Cross, Northern Lights. That's probably what it is. Northern Lights, Southern Cross, I bet it's called. Let's see. Cahoots? What in the world? What in the world? Cahoots? You're saying Cahoots is the worst band album? Dude, that was a good album. That's a good album, man. Ooh, that was like the last solid album by the band, I would say. Oh man, I don't even know about that. Terrible. Cahoots is great. Okay. Oh, Boston. I don't really listen to Boston. I'm sorry, Boston. It's just that there's so much music out there and there's so little time to delve in. Boston, I don't know. You're saying it's the debut. Perfect. You're saying the least best is Corporate America. Okay, I agree. Journey. I really don't listen to Journey. I don't. I've tried. Aside from the song For You, which I really like, that Robert Fleischman sang lead on. I really like that one. But maybe I need to listen to Journey that doesn't have Steve Perry. No offense to all the Steve Perry fans out there. No offense, okay? But she looks great in the picture, doesn't she? Journey, they say the best is Escape. Okay, that's fine. They say the worst is Generations. Okay, that's fine. I think we got one more. Oh, Oasis! Ooh, best. They say it's What's the Story, Morning Glory. Oh, man. Oh, God, that's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, I mean, I can't really argue, but like, Don't Believe the Truth is phenomenal in a whole different way. Yeah. Okay. Least or the worst. You know what? I am in the minority. Okay. I am in the minority. And a lot of people are going to say it's their best. But definitely maybe. I've tried. I love Oasis. I love Live Forever. I love Supersonic. But the songs are a little too slow. They're a little long. Liam kind of whines a little too much. Noel doesn't quite have the songwriting chops like he later had. I don't like the sound. Okay, it's for me. It needed to be more bass frequencies or something. It's too maybe thin, not quite trebly, but there's something high pitched going on in there, and I just don't enjoy the sound of the album. So I'd go definitely maybe. Be Here Now? What? Okay. I get it. You don't like long songs. And there's a lot. It's a long album. But, man, it's good. It's a good album. 2 of the songs probably should have been sung by Noel. I Hope, I Wish, whatever that song is called. And It's Getting Better, Man. Those 2 actually should have been sung by Noel. But no, I don't agree with that. Be Here Now is a good album. Is that it? Oh, Van Halen. You know what? I'm sorry. I don't listen to Van Halen. I've tried. Maybe I need to listen to Sammy Hagar when he was in Van Halen. But great musicianship. Terrific musicianship. Love to watch Eddie Van Halen play guitar. He always smiles. I love it. But I just lyrically, Van Halen best 1984. Okay, sure. Worst Van Halen 3. You know what? I did hear that album just because I like Gary Cherone, and I wanted to see if it was as bad as people said it was. And it really was just an Eddie Van Halen solo album with Gary singing, which kind of sucks because Gary's a great vocalist, and he kind of got like a bad end of the stick with that album. But the album was okay. Anyway, what do you guys think? I'm going to put the link to this down below, description, whatever, so you guys can go more through it thoroughly. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I'm sorry that this is like 18 and a half minutes. Oh my God. Love you.